Call to order the sewer board meeting. The pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Mike.
Mr. Zach Beaver.
Present.
Mr. Mark Waspick.
Here.
Mr. Ronnie Nagel.
Here.
Mr. Nick Bellar.
Here.
Mr. Tony Clark.
Here.
Mr. Jeremy Lynn.
Here.
Mr. David Austin.
Present.
And I am Michael Lambert. Good evening.
Thank you, Michael. First up, we have public comment. Anybody wishing to speak on an agenda item? Seeing none, we're going to move on to citizens requesting placement on the agenda not related to agenda items. Seeing none, we will move on to minutes to be approved.
Motion, we approve the minutes from the sewer board meeting on November 12th, 2025.
Second.
I have a motion by Mark and a second by Rodney. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Staff reports, Jeremy?
Good evening. I have a staff report on all things wastewater here, and basically going to cover the rest of the agenda items. So if I go out of order here, try to cover everything and add to it. But wastewater treatment plant expansion project, Tony and I had developed a punch list which was given to the contractor, and they're working to finish the remainder items up this month. And we've also requested a couple extra items that I kind of mentioned a couple meetings ago among staff, that easier for the contractor to handle them now rather than come back. So we're going to clean up everything on that, hopefully at the January sewer board meeting. But otherwise, the punch list was very minor. We're talking about just, we have a new blower building, which, really is a lot of general cleanup and some minor things in there that we've identified. And then overall, now with this, winter has hit, working with utility services to overall cleanup, come spring of the whole site, post-construction. So those are the things that are on the list there. Overall, the treatment plant is running really well. We have an average effluent flow of 0.42 MGD, which is very normal with this time of year and the flow for the previous several months. Treatment plant's also running at a very high efficiency, so very clean effluent, everything that we've expected, obviously, of a new treatment plant. One thing I wanted to mention is the MPDS permit for the 1.6 MGD. IDEM did not receive any public comments on the public notice period, so I expect that permit to be issued within maybe 45 to 60 days after it goes through a final review and all the paperwork. So that'll come to the town, and I'll probably get an email notification. So many years of phase 1, phase 2 that we've talked about, repurposing of the existing plant. We have new infrastructure, so really a very successful project, since my time here at Winfield, of really creating capacity, and that capacity obviously relates to growth in the town and kind of goes hand in hand. So O&M manual, I am obviously still working on that project. I have several of the chapters written. There are things I want to incorporate as part of kind of like the work that we're doing with the electrical side and the MPDS permit. So I hope to have, maybe kind of a semi-rough draft at the next sewer board meeting, just to kind of circulate, just to show you where I'm at. But that work is ongoing, and hope to have that wrapped up, obviously early next year. Let's see. Overall,
Kind of good on the hours you've got from the estimate for doing that and everything.
it's a lump sum.
Oh, it's lump sum,
Yeah.
okay.
Utilities services, I still continue to have regular conference calls with utility services to kind of go over the overall operation. We talked about a lot of things that I'd like to see, conversion of the lab, more use of the lab. One thing I want to consider is maybe that the town purchase the chemicals going in the future, just so that we kind of have, everything kind of in-house. It is going well. I think there's been a good kind of back and forth from my standpoint. I think they understand where I'm coming from as, the town, engineer. Hey, I think this is where we should concentrate on. I'd like to see this more. I also understand their viewpoint of, that this is how they look at things. So it's just a very good, collaboration at this point. And we will continue that. I think that is, the electrical investigation. We had engaged an engineer from Wunderlich Malik to look into the electrical issue that we experienced, at the treatment plant. And they're still investigating that. So I'm working closely with them. They'll prepare a memo and really some recommendations moving forward. So really that was kind of a fluke incident, and they're going to attempt to obviously model that to see if they can reproduce it, so we can obviously avoid anything like that in the future. But the blower was repaired, and everything else is in progress. I think that's all I had for tonight.
So that was where we were getting single phased, I guess, from NIPSCO. Is that kind of the? All right.
Yeah, they feel like
Would
there's
you
two things
determine
that
that?
happened, like the phase issue
Yeah.
that caused the initial, kind of incident, and then kind of a surge situation when which the operator tried to start the equipment back up.
Okay.
But that was repaired rather quickly with one of the blowers up and running, and there's no loss of treatment efficiency or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have we done any kind of review on our insulation and make sure it's all tight and all that? Kind of going in the cold weather, make sure our heat trace is working and everything?
Correct. Those things are in progress, and utility services kind of winterized already the treatment plant
Okay.
in many areas. One of the things is obviously we have a seasonal disinfection, so the UV disinfection system is all winterized and put away for the year. We have the two aerobic digester tanks that are like above ground, and some of the piping is above ground, but that has been protected, and we have permanent solutions for that as well.
Yeah, just more concerned about freeze up. We will get the sub-zero weather at some point.
Yeah.
Make sure we've kind of made sure it's all functioning and everything.
Right. One of the things that, just down the line, and I've mentioned it to staff before, is, if we do have those periods of very hard freezes, then, eventually we can look at covering the clarifiers at some point if that becomes an issue. But it's usually not, a consistent kind of thing.
Jeremy, in the report from Utility Services on this issue, it reads, Tri-State, current status, Tri-State has ordered the required replacement part from Virginia. Once the part arrives and installed, blower 3 is expected to return to normal operation. Is there an expected delivery on the part?
That's already completed.
That is,
Yeah, that's kind of an older note in their report.
If you look at the December update just below
It's already
I don't know
complete.
why it's.
I'm sorry, blower 3 is providing air to digest. So what are 1 and 2 doing right now?
1 and 2 are, the parts for 1 and 2 have been sent out for repair and should be completed soon.
So those parts, we are still awaiting parts then for
Correct.
blower 1 and 2,
Correct.
which soon means 2 weeks?
Tony, is
Well,
it right?
they told me 20 business days, so it should be here anytime now. They're rebuilding the VFDs, is what they're doing. They were able to rebuild them instead of having to buy new ones. Like for blower 3, we had to buy a new one because it was taking too long to turn around and get it up and running. And we were afraid to turn around and, have the plant go bad, you know what I mean? I think I talked to you about that.
You may, we haven't, well, you're early on, you talked to me several times last week or so.
Yeah, but the other two should be back, I would guess this week or next. I mean, and they should be coming back out to install them.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Moving on to unfinished deferred business. Anything else on? Sure.
Just one other item from the Utility Services report, going back to the pump for Deer Creek 1. still, the December update on Deer Creek Pump 1 reads, still under repair, main bearing failure, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Replacement parts ordered under warranty. That's been going on for 3 months.
Yes, that's, I believe that pump is a flight pump. It's still at the manufacturer for that. I'll give an update on that later this week when I talk to Sean.
There was a one you could substitute in the lift station, one pump.
I don't-
I'm reading on the report that it reads like 2 pumps are working for Deer Creek.
So the third spare pump is the one being repaired, I believe.
Got you. Well, there's 3 pumps available for 2 positions in Deer Creek.
Correct.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else on unfinished deferred business, 1 and 2, Jeremy?
For my,
No? Okay. Moving on to new business, consideration proposal from Wunderlich Malik Engineering. Jeremy, Tony?
I believe you have the proposal. We had a verbal on their engagement, and that's part of their work that's ongoing. They have not invoiced that for their work yet, but, overseeing kind of like their progress.
We approved that just before Thanksgiving, I
Right.
recall, because we wanted to get them in there when they were available.
We're ratifying the proposal from them because it was an emergency repair, correct?
Yeah, we had them on site already.
Nothing else, nothing new, okay. All right, I'll entertain a motion to ratify the proposal.
So we're looking to approve the spend then, is that what we're saying, Zach?
Yeah,
The 12.5?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, motion, we approve the Wunderlich Malik proposal for the research on the power outage event at the sanitary sewer plant in the order of $12,500.
Second.
We have a motion by Mark and a second by Rodney. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Treasurer's report, Mike.
Good evening, everyone. For the month of December thus far, we have a list of 26 claims for your review, consideration, and approval. And those 26 claims equal the amount of $101,595.47.
I'd like to comment, the claims we're not out yet this morning, and so I came up to the office and spoke with the deputy treasurer about the claims, and she was able to produce, she was just finalizing them, I was told, and after we're reviewing it, I had questions on 2 of the invoices, and so I emailed back requesting the invoices, and she replied promptly, and just as information, both the DLZ invoice for almost $16,000, and the second one I questioned from a Pamela Sue Hasse, turned out to be claims related to the sanitary service area dispute, which these have been ongoing throughout this year, but I'm satisfied that part of what was charged to the sewer board is information to Zach and Mark here is part of bigger invoices to this effort, and they went through and itemized what charges should go to. Anyway, I'm satisfied by what I've seen here, so I have no issue.
Right.
And I thank you for your staff providing time.
They reacted promptly to you, so.
Yes, they did. Can I make a motion?
Sure can, go right ahead.
My turn. With that, I would like to make a motion to approve the sewer board claims for the month of December in the amount of $101,595.47.
I'll second it.
We have a motion by Rodney, second by Mark. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Billing adjustments, Mike.
So far for this month, we have a total of 6 pages of adjustments equaling $2,472.92. That should be there in your packets.
I would like to make a motion to approve the billing adjustments for the month of December in the amount of $2,472.92.
I'll second that.
We have a motion by Rodney and a second by Mark. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Our next meeting will be Tuesday, January 27th, 2026. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
All right.